we back. Now, my favorite series on this channel continues. I thought it was dead. It's been a couple weeks, so I was like, man, the fans don't want to see it no more. But the From the Last Decade series continues because NBA Maniac hit me up with this quiz like 5 minutes ago. I was working on another video, and he hit me up with this, and I was like, I gotta pause it and do this. So it's the top 3-point shooters from every team over the last decade. He said this is makes per game and not percentage, and you had to at least play half of the NBA season for that team during that time. So let's head right over to it. So it's 300 questions, 20 minutes. It's weirdly formatted, but it don't matter. That does not matter to me because I wanted this series to continue. So if you want to see me do more From the Last Decade videos, y'all got to get out there and create those quizzes, fam. Because obviously I can't create them because I'm the one taking them. You feel me? So 300 questions, 20 minutes, and at the bottom you can see I haven't played this just yet. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of sharpshooter names that I do not remember, but we're gonna try our best as we start with the Atlanta Hawks. Cal Korver, one of the best shooters we've ever seen. Joe Johnson is gonna be up there as well. Jamal Crawford probably gonna have a year with them. Yes. Last year's probably gonna be Taurean Prince. Again, this is makes per game and not percentage. Keep that in mind. And there's 1 year I don't know. Do I have to type Hawks? I do have to type the team name. Okay, we move over to the Rockets, I guess. Of course, James Harden. So James Harden has done it for 5 seasons, but there's 1 year in between those 5 seasons. Probably Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon, boom, and he's up there for the Clips too, and he's probably up there for the Pelicans at least once. Eric Gordon's always been a pretty decent shooter. And then Kevin Martin. And then 1 year that I do not know, so we're gonna have to go to OKC. Of course, Kevin Durant. Oh, let me type in Thunder because that's what we got to do. That 1 year of Russell Westbrook that he won MVP because he was lights out that season. Like, that was the best shooting season of his career. And then there's 1 year. Nope. Let's do last year. It's going to be Paul George. And there's 1 year in between that. So I'm thinking about those start lineups. It was Russell, shooting guard, KD, Serge, and Steven Adams. So who's the shooter? It's obviously not going to be Andre Roberson. It's probably Anthony Morrow. And it is. Shout out to Anthony Morrow. Met him in All-Star Weekend. Are y'all tired of me saying that? Every person I met in All-Star Weekend, I've been telling y'all. I'm going to stop that, though. Celtics. Isaiah Thomas. Kyrie Irving from last year. Paul Pierce. Oh, Ray Allen. Ray Allen's probably up here for every single team he played for. And then 1 year in between. Who's the best 3-point shooter on those teams after Paul Pierce, but before Isaiah Thomas came onto the scene? Not Jeff Green? Okay, Jeff Green. And Gerald Green down there for the Suns that we'll see a little bit later. So Pacers, Danny Granger. We already got Paul George. Last year's going to be Oladipo. And we're talking about that 1 year of Paul George not being there. So who is their best 3-point shooter? It's not George Hill. Lance Stevenson? It's not Lance Stevenson. Who? CJ Miles. Boom, CJ Miles. Magic. Cannot forget about Do Not Google Me Evan Fournier. He's always been their best shooter. Samir Nelson. Rashad Lewis. Did Ryan Anderson ever play for them? He did play for them for 1 year. But the rest we're going to have to skip. All right, we're trying to get all the easy ones out of the way first. Nets, of course, we're going to have Dara Williams. I was just watching Dara Williams highlights a few days ago because I was thinking about that old Illinois team with D. Brown, Luther Head, and Darren Williams. Some of y'all may be too young to remember that. That was maybe like 2005-ish. Like, that's how long ago it was. Shout out to Dara Williams. Or maybe, yeah, it was about 2005. Last year's probably, is it going to be D'Angelo Russell? Let's see, Russell? No. Alan Crabb. Yes, it is Alan Crabb from last year. So we got Brook Lopez. The year before Brook Lopez, we're going to have to skip Clippers. Type in Clippers as we get JJ Redick. Always. JJ's going to be that man. He's also up there for the Orlando Magic that I forgot about. And then last year in Philly. And 1 year after Eric Gordon, but before Jamal Crawford, we will have to skip that as we do the 76ers, which may be a little bit more difficult because y'all know in the last 10 years, a lot of those years they were tanking. So I know Robert Covington was there for a very long time and Jody Meeks. But after that, I do not know. As we go to the Hornets, it's going to have, of course, Kemba Walker, Steven Jackson for a few years. And there's 3 years between Steven Jackson and before Kemba got there. I feel like I'm missing somebody important, but we're going to have to skip as we go to the Lakers. Kobe Bean Bryant. Nick Young definitely always was a good shooter. Look, 3 years he let them in shooting? That's crazy. Last year, Kuzma. No, it's not Kuzma. So is it Caldwell hope it is Kentavious, and he's probably down there for the Pistons too. So after there's 1 year between Kobe and Nick Young. Are we talking like Jordan Clarkson? Not Jordan Clarkson. 2012, 2013. Run our test, or are we going Meta World Peace? Peace. There we go. Okay. Suns. We're gonna have to, of course, do Devin Booker. Who else are we talking about with the Suns? Are we ever gonna have a Steve Nash here? No, because Steve Nash was a great 3-point shooter, but he didn't shoot them as often as you would think somebody that good at his job would. But yo, Suns are tough. Okay, we got 1 year of Brandon Knight. I'm just trying to think about all those point guards. We already did Isaiah Thomas. We're not gonna have a Dragic year. That's 4 years or 3 years of Phoenix Suns that I don't know about. Then we're gonna do Bulls. I should get 100% on here. We're gonna have some Derrick Rose. We're gonna have some Luol Deng. No Luol Deng. That's Justin Holiday last year. Kirk Heinrich. Wow, who am I? Jimmy's not gonna be up there yet. Mike Dunleavy. Okay. Oh, that's only 1 year. I'm thinking Nico Mirotic. Okay. There's 2 years. I have always got 10 out of 10 with the Chicago Bulls ones. Always. Don't tell me it's gonna be the first year I don't. Well, if not first year, but the first episode I don't. So we did. I'm just thinking about Nate Robinson. 1 year of Nate Robinson. There's 1 year of Bulls basketball that I do not know who our best 3-point shooter was. Not Cal Korver. We have to come back to it. I can't spend too much time. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong, man. But I'm gonna feel bad as a fan because that's the type of stuff I need. A type of stuff I know. Mike Conley is gonna be up there a bunch, of course. Shane Battier. No Shane Battier. Not gonna have any Marcus Gasol because he didn't start shooting threes until the last couple years. Last year we're gonna Tariq Evans. Ooh, brother, this. Hey, shout out to Maniac for doing 3-point shooters though, because obviously I am struggling. Brandon Roy, no Brandon Roy. Damian Lillard, Wesley Matthews, always up there. Man, okay, Wesley Matthews has been bodying the 3-point shot his whole career. But 2009, 2010, I'm going to have to skip as we go to the Cavaliers. Kevin Love, 1 year of Kevin Love. J.R. Smith, 2 years of J.R. Smith at the Mo Williams. Before Kyrie Irving, Miami Heat. We just going to have to move on from those. We already got Ray Allen. Chris Bosh, 2 years of Chris Bosh. We never going to have a wait. I didn't think so, but it was worth a try. Darrell Wright is a name that just came to mind. He's up there for some other team. He's up there for the 76ers, which is cool. Okay, Miami Heat, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. So we're talking about the last few years. Wayne Ellington. All right, 2 years of Wayne Ellington. But years, Skip, Kings. Are we ever going to have a Boogie year? 1 year of DeMarcus. Last year's probably Buddy Hield. All right, 1 year of Buddy. Sacramento Kings. Francisco Garcia. All right, that was a pool. I was wrong. But I just remember Francisco Garcia hitting a lot of threes, but apparently not ever the top 3-point shooter from the Sacramento Kings. Maniac, you gonna really have me have the worst score I've ever had. Are we gonna have a Dirk year? Nowitzki. No, Dirk has never led his team in 3-pointers made per game. That seems a bit fishy if you ask me. Jason Terry, Jason Kidd. Matt Barnes for the Grizzlies. I would never have guessed Matt Barnes, but I was going Harrison Barnes there. Chandler Parsons. 1 year of Chandler Parsons as we move on to the Bucks. Cannot forget about the man in the middle. Not really the man in the middle, but Chris Middleton. Brandon Knight. Oh, we already got Brandon Knight. Brandon Jennings then. A lot of Brandons there. And Ersan Ilyasova. No Ersan. See, I'm just thinking about the best 3-point shooters in that team history. Because I know Ersan can light it up from 3, but I guess he's never led them in 3-point shooting. We got Chris Middleton. Before Chris Middleton, it's probably going to be Tony Snell. Because you remember when Tony Snell got paid? It was this season. It was that season where he's hitting a lot of threes. All right, as we move on to the Spurs, it should be relatively easy for the Spurs. Ginobili. There we go. We have no Parker, so a Leonard year. And then 1 year last year. Who's the best 3-point shooter for them? Danny Green? Oh, we already got Danny Green. Last year, this is, of course, before the Kawhi Leonard trade, but this is the year that Kawhi Leonard set out. Are we saying like Bryn Forbes? Who was on that team? Bellinelli. Bellinelli. Okay. Bellinelli's on there somewhere, but it's not with the Spurs. Who was hitting threes for the Spurs last year? As we go on to the Nuggets, we going to come back to all the ones I don't know right now, and we going to really pull some names out. As we going to have Jamal Murray, I'm guessing, at least last year. Oh, all right. Gary Harris. We got Tobias Harris, Devin Harris, Gallinari. All right. Barton. Never Will Barton. Let's get Carmelo out of there. Carmelo Anthony never led them in 3-pointers made in the game on the season. Ty Lawson. Oh my God. I'm feeling like I'm trash. I've never had this feeling taking an NBA quiz before. I've been stumped. Karl-Anthony Towns. Zach LaVine. Shout out to my boy Zach. Last night, I was there. Y'all see it on ESPN? Worry about the Bulls. Not this year. Worry about them next year. The year after that. Because the Bulls is coming, man. Drew. Now I'm just saying names. Johnny Flynn. Never a Johnny Flynn. Corey Brewer. Okay, I'll take a Corey Brewer. Raptors. Kyle Lowry. A lot of Kyle Lowry. It's never going to be DeMar DeRozan. A lot of Kyle Lowry. Rudy Gay. No Rudy Gay. We talk Bargnani. Bargnani. All right, 2 years of Bargnani. And then after that, after Bargnani, we're going to have to go to the Pistons, as we got a lot of the Pistons already. So we thinking about, are we going to have some Rip Hamilton? Is that too late? Too late for Rip Hamilton. Pistons, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to skip your brothers. Pelicans, we got DeMarcus. We got literally 1 year of Pelicans basketball, which that was back when they were the Hornets, I'm pretty sure. So who am I thinking about on the Hornets that was knocking down threes? Do I try Chris Paul? Not Chris Paul. Jazz. Gordon Hayward is probably going to be in there a bunch because Hayward. Shout out to Gordon Hayward. Last 2 games have been looking pretty solid. Hit the game winner. Last year, Joe Ingles. Jingling Joe Ingles. It was a year between Gordon Hayward. Who was hitting threes for them? Are we going to have a Trey Burke year? Yes! A Trey Burke year! Come on, man. Trey Burke was their leading 3-point made per game that year, which is crazy to think about as we go to the Warriors. Watch how crazy this Warrior thing about to be. The greatest 3-point shooter ever. The greatest 3-point shooter ever. All right, so next, we already got Melo a bunch last year. Tim Hardaway? Okay, 2 years of Tim Hardaway because y'all remember they drafted him, I'm pretty sure. They traded him away, and then they signed him back. A year after Gallinari, talking like Chandler. Oh, no, him and Gallinari and Chandler got traded together. We talking about Wilson Chandler, not Tyson Chandler. I'm not that crazy. Wizards. Bradley Beal. Oh, a lot of Bradley Beal. And there's 1 year in between Bradley Beal that we're going to have to come back to. I feel terrible. 150 out of 300. So let's slowly try to think things through. There's 3 years here. Let's try to go the gaps because these are probably one. Channing Frye. Cannot forget about the guy. Legendary shooter. He always been able to knock it down. Richard Jefferson. Why I'm here thinking about him, let's get Richard Jefferson. Okay. Just a shot in the dark. There's 3 years of Grizzly basketball here. 3 years of Heat basketball. Okay, I did do right. So I was guessing Jason Richardson, and I came up with Quentin Richardson +1. What else did I get? I think I got something on the Nuggets. So I got Chauncey Billups and Randy Foye and OJ Mayo for the Grizzlies. And he came out one time for the Bucks, I'm pretty sure. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I cannot waste the next 5 minutes. So let's see what we missed. Mike Bibby, Aaron Brooks, Courtney Lee, Bogdanovich. I should have known that. Ben Gordon. I feel bad. DJ Augustine for that Bulls one that I did not remember. Iggy. Rudy Fernandez is not a name I've heard in a long time. Same thing with Nocioni. Carlos Delfino. We got 1 year Vince Carter. Jose Calderon again. Charlie Villanueva. Peja Stojakovic. Steve Novak. Trevor Ariza. Okay, I got it 89%. I'll take those. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave it a like. Shout out to my boy Maniac again for creating this one. If you want to see the series continue, you just got to make the quiz or have somebody. I don't really know. I don't know how it works. I just appreciate all of y'all. Thank you. Peace.